My name is Van Jones. Now, clearly, some of you know me from the work I've actually done, trying to get kids out of jail and into jobs in Oakland, California, maybe a little bit of that work. Trying to get some green jobs going so we can heal the economy and the environment at the same time, maybe some of that work. Some of you know me because of the work that I've done. But some of you might know me because of some nonsense that Fox TV has been putting out about me recently. So I want to have the opportunity to introduce myself to you on my own terms. Is that all right? Yeah. Well, I think our friends at Fox TV might be a little bit surprised or even saddened to learn that I, in fact, was not raised in a militant Black Panther family. I know. In fact, my dad was a cop in the military. And I grew up in a red, white, and blue household on the edge of a small town in rural West Tennessee, a bright red state, church on Sundays, public schools, Bible study all summer long. And my dad joined the military so he could serve his country, but also so he could go to college, which is what he did. But, my dad, Willie Anthony Jones, get it right, didn't stop there. He then put his little brother through college. Then he put a cousin through college. Then he put me and my sister through college. See, See, my father was the original bootstrapper. I don't have to have anybody give me any lectures about the need for personal responsibility, because my father lived it every day. And when he sent me off to Yale for law school, he was proud. He was proud. He felt like he had lived the American dream. And, he was glad. But being a young guy, I wasn't in New Haven for more than a couple of days before I got mad. And I'll tell you why. I arrived at Yale, I guess I was expecting, perfection. After everything that he had told me about the country and built me up and sent me off, I was expecting perfection. That's not what I found. I found poverty all around that campus. I found injustice. And I felt tricked. And I told my dad, I said, you know what? This stuff I'm seeing out here does not look like liberty and justice for all to me. And I rebelled, like a lot of young people. And I wound up on the left side of Pluto politically in the Bay Area for a while. Anybody know anything about the Bay Area? And so I went out there, I turned my back on everything my dad taught me, and I started working in some of the toughest neighborhoods in the United States. And I learned something. I wound up going to many, many more funerals than I ever went to graduations for the young people I was working with. And as the years went on, I learned that angry rhetoric might feel good to people like me, but it didn't make a difference in the neighborhoods I was trying to help to move forward. I learned that education and real opportunity is what makes a difference. Protest signs are important. They can't stop a bullet. Nothing stops a bullet like a job. That's what I learned working in the toughest communities in our country. And I eventually realized that my father's tough-minded American idealism was right. And some of my more wild-eyed notions didn't really hold water in the real world. And I'm a father now of 2. I wish that they could have gotten to know my father. I can say that I have come full circle in my life now, looking at them. And one of the lessons that I learned from my dad that I'm going to try to pass on to them, but which I think is also important for us here. My dad, he used to say, son, I know you're concerned about poverty, but I'm going to tell you something. Nobody can give you anything that will stop you from being poor. Nobody can give you anything that'll stop you being poor. They can give you money. That'll stop you from being broke for about a week, right? But if you're still poor in your mind, you'll be broke again the next week. My dad said every poor kid, like I was, like he was, has to climb that ladder out of poverty based on their own efforts. That's that individual responsibility that he stood for. But my dad didn't stop there. He said, society has a responsibility too. Society has to make sure that every child has a ladder to climb. See, that's what we believe in this movement. That's what we believe in. Yes, we believe in individual responsibility, but we also believe that every child should have a ladder to climb. That is the best of the American dream, the idea that we're a country that has a ladder for every poor child to climb, and that is where we're falling down today.